Alright everyone, hope all of you is fine. Today we got a request here saying build a report where my DBAs can validate SQL Services status on screen. Then I asked a little bit more details, and here we go. Need to scan a bunch of servers. I want to send the list of servers via text file, and my DBA will run the script and we'll see all services status on screen. Okay, so now we have all the information we need to scan the service. First thing we know here is that we need to create a variable to get a list of servers. So, list of servers. Alright, and these servers are coming to our script via text file. So here I will get a content of something. I still do not have the file created, so let's go and create this right now. Okay, here I will say report services. And here I will create the file, and I am calling this file list of servers. Okay, and here already going to feed as localhost and the server which does not exist, so that we can treat some errors that we will get. Okay, so I'll save the file, and now we know where the file is residing. So let's get the file path and send it here. What's going to happen now is we will get the content okay, and we now have the list of servers into a variable list of servers. I will do an echo here, and let's run the script just to make sure we have this. Alright, so we have localhost and server which does not exist into the variable. Okay, now that we know we are going through a list of server, what we need to do is open a loop which will go through what? My server list, and for each I will put here list of servers, but before this variable I will feed another one which I will call the server itself. Okay, so each time this list of server contain values, this new variable will be fed. Okay, so we have now the server by server being checked. Alright, so what we need to do here is check services availability into such server, right? So what is the command to check services availability on PowerShell? It's easy, isn't it? Get services. Let me clear the buffer here. Okay, and I will run just the selection so we see whether or not this script is getting right. Alright, here we go. So we have a lot of servers, but we need just the SQL servers to be checked, and hence we need to look at the SQL services. Alright, so I will send a parameter here which I say I need to get the list of servers with name containing SQL in it. So let me get here and run the selection again. Alright, so here we go. We have a lot of services before, and now we are filtering. We have few of those from the list we ran before, right? So this is getting from my local machine. We need to get from this variable. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is a simple string, computer name. Whenever I say this, this is going to be run into a computer name which can be reached from the server this script is running. Okay, this is very important to know. If you do not have to the domain by the server you are running the script, your script is not going to run at all. Okay, so I am going to send the variable called server. Okay, now let me clear everything here and I'll run the entire script. Okay. Alright, the first one is from my local host, which is the local host on the text file. The second line here, or block of information, is from server, which does not exist, right? Alright, but here we are not knowing at all which server we're looking for on this information, right? Because we do not have a lot of information here. Let's build a better report from now on. Okay, I'm with you. Let's build this. Alright, so now that we are really looking into the servers that we got from a file, and we know that this is really going through the file and really getting the service list from the servers, we need to model our report. Well, the very first thing here is to avoid getting this lot of errors on the screen, and we need to sorry for that, we just need to build some further lines here of information, which will be here. I will try run this. If this is not possible to be ran, I will go to the catch structure. Okay, so the catch structure will contain a write host, which is the same of an echo or print on the screen, which will say the server cannot be reached, and I'll state this is an error. The server, okay, cannot be reached. So let's try now. Alright, here we have the information from the first server or instance, and here we have the error attempting to connect to the second one, which does not exist, right? The server which does not exist cannot be reached. This is ugly because everything is together. We did not have any information of the server, the name of the server for this list or this one, so this is totally messed up. Let's try to parse things a little bit more. First of all, I will now echo on screen a space so that I can put a space between the first block of information from the second one, and now the error, I need to make it visible and show this is an error. So I'll put the foreground. The foreground color is the color of your text on the screen. I'll put this red. Okay, so let me clear here and you will see the results. Alright, now we really have something like an error on a screen. Okay, okay, but now I need to work a little better on this because they stopped and running are on the same color. You know, I don't like this. Okay, so let's do something here. I will now get the service list into a variable and go service by service, checking and putting colors on it. Okay. Alright, so let's try this list. I put services list. Okay. Now for each service in service list, I will do something here. What I'm going to do is a condition with an else condition to say if service dot status is equal stop it, then what's going to happen is I write host. I like writing host because we can manipulate the color of the text on the screen. So the service name is, and then now I will put here service dot status. Okay, now let me put the colors. Foreground color will be white because the background color will be red. Okay, and I will do the same output here, but now using the output without the red, and I'll say this is green. Okay, so alright, so here from green and red we can see a better texting on screen. Let's run the entire script and see what happens. Alright, now it's calling our attention because the service, whenever it's stopped, it's red and it's easier to see on screen. Okay, and whenever we get an error to connect to a server, we get the error here, but we are just still not seeing which service is this block of information coming from. Let's add here this for a try block. If this is going to happen, I will say that write host I will say connecting to, and I will put the server name here, server. Okay, this will tell us which block of information pertains to which server. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so connecting to localhost, we have this, and error for the server does not exist. Okay, I will put more information on into our text file so that you can see that server blah blah blah. Let's save this and run the script once again. Let's see how the information gets to our screen. Okay, so this is beautiful, right? Because we're connecting to localhost, we get everything in this server. We got an error here to connect to the server, which does not exist. We connecting to the localhost, we got this and this and this, and everything is okay now. We have the DBAs looking at this report right after a change, and every service will be track it out. So we are attending here what customer just asks us to do, right? Okay, see you on the next video. Subscribe and give your like to this video if it really was useful for you.